Welcome everyone. Today's lecture is titled Dashboards and Reporting, where we will explore the essential skills of building dashboards, utilizing pivot tables, and mastering visual storytelling. I am Dr. Varsha Shesagar, and my goal today is to help you bridge the gap between raw data and actionable business insights. Let us know various learning objectives. Before we dive in, let's look at what we aim to achieve today. We have a comprehensive agenda. We will understand the importance of dashboards, learn how to plan and build them, leverage pivot tables, and add interactivity. Furthermore, we will develop your visual storytelling skills, apply these in hands on exercises, and reflect on the benefits of dashboard reporting through self assessment. Let's start with the basics. What is dashboard? It is a central hub for business intelligence, providing a consolidated real-time view of key performance metrics. Unlike static reports, dashboards allow decision makers to quickly understand trends, identify anomalies, and monitor business health at a glance. Dashboards serve three primary purposes. First, monitoring to track key performance indicators such as sales, revenue, expenses, production efficiency, and customer satisfaction in near real time. Analysis to drill down into underlying data, explore patterns, and detect outliers that might indicate operational inefficiencies or market opportunities. Third primary purpose is communication to summarize complex data sets into visual formats that can be shared across departments, enhancing collaboration and aligning stakeholders on strategic priorities. Now let us see how to plan and build interactive dashboards. Building dashboards is more than just visualizing numbers. It requires thoughtful planning to ensure that it meets the needs of its audience. Main key steps include audience identification, determining who will use the dashboard, executives, analysts, or operational managers. The design and complexity must match their data literacy and decision making requirements. Second step is objective definition. Decide the purpose of the dashboard, monitoring, trend analysis, forecasting, or performance review. Third objective is metric selection. Identify the KPIs, key performance indicators, and metrics that are relevant and actionable. Avoid cluttering dashboards with irrelevant data. Visualization choice. Choose the right type of visualization for the data. Line charts for trends, bar chart for comparisons, maps for geographical analysis. And the last step is interactivity. Design filters, drill downs, and slicers to allow user to explore data dynamically. The best example is an e-commerce company may use dashboards to track daily order volumes, returns, and website traffic. By monitoring these metrics visually, managers can instantly detect underperforming products or regions and take corrective actions. Next, let's move to one of our most powerful tools, the Excel pivot table. A pivot table in Excel is an interactive tool for summarizing large datasets, allowing you to quickly group, count, sum, or average data by dragging fields, column headers into rows, columns, values, and filter areas without needing formulas, making analysis fast and flexible for reporting and finding insights. Now, using Excel pivot tables for data summarization. First, aggregation. Sales can be grouped by region, store, or product line. Summary calculation. Pivot tables can compute totals, averages, percentage, count, and other summary statistics. Dynamic rearrangements. User can drag and drop fields, pivot rows and columns, and switch dimensions to explore multiple perspectives of the data. Now let us see how to create pivot charts and adding interactivity, slicers and filters. So in practical example, we are going to learn how to add slicers and filters. So we will just have a basic ideas about slicers and filters. Drill down. User can explore specific segments of data such as sales in Q2 for North America or production output for the particular plant. Filter use. Filters enable examination of selected subsets such as top performing products, high value customers, or specific departments. Compare metrics. Pivot charts allow side-by-side comparison of multiple KPIs, helping managers understand relationship between different business dimensions. Now we are going to understand all these slicers, filters, and all these points with the help of practical example. We are going to build dashboards and we are going to use all these points. So let us go to the next slide. Now I am going to share Microsoft Excel sample data to build dashboard. Let me share Microsoft Excel. Now this is the sample Microsoft Excel data which we are going to use to build dashboard. Now here you can see the data of company. See the data. This data was imported from the Northwind Traders database template from Microsoft Access. Now this is the first step that verify your data. Copy or paste or query from another source or application. This data was imported from the Northwind Trader database template. So we are going to create a pivot table with the help of data. Now, first of all, see the data. This data includes about the orders ID, date of orders, employee, name of the employees, customer names, category, product name, sales, payment, medium of payments, whether it is a check or credit card, names of the customers, address, city, state, sales, and the quarters. So this is the raw data, and with the help of this data, we are going to create pivot table. So step by step, we are going to learn how to create a dashboard. Now, first of all, what are the steps in creating a pivot table? Now, first of all, select anywhere in your data range, then go to insert, pivot table and new worksheet. Then okay. So let us see how to create a pivot table. So here you can see the option in insert. Here you can go to pivot tables. Now you are supposed to select a data range, and according to that data range, we are going to insert pivot table. So suppose we are supposed to select the particular information, and according to which we are supposed to create a pivot table. For example, we will select the data about the beverages, products, some selected data we are going to select. Now, first of all, create a pivot table for these are the products, and there is a data about the sales. So we are going to select this information for the creating pivot table. So go to the sales data, then select the data range. So here you can find out the category and sales. So select the range. Select the whole data. Then you are supposed to choose where you want to create the pivot table. There are two worksheets, new worksheet and existing worksheets. So you are supposed to select a new worksheet and say OK. Now here new worksheet will be created. So here you can see the sheet number 4 where we can create the data. So here you can see the various options for the pivot table. So as we know how to create pivot tables, now let us see, here are some of the points. They have added order date, order ID, employee, consumer name, category, product name, sales. So according to that, we are supposed to select the particular information. Suppose we want category wise filters. So we can add category into the filter. Then next is product name. So product names will be in the raw labels, and we want sales information. So then we will go to the sales. Sales will go to the values. So here you can find out. So 2 times data is created. So here we can remove the duplicated information. So here you can get the products, and in next column you can find out the sum of sales for every product. And we are supposed to create pivot table for this, or we are going to create pivot chart by using this data. Now let us add map sales into the values. Go to the field settings. Now here in field settings, show value as percentage of grand total and press OK. So here you can see the percentage information. Now we have created table. So this is the step. This is the first step we have seen, where we have created pivot table by using various filters and items. Now here you can see the labels. Here are product given according to the category wise. So here in category, suppose we select the first category, baked goods and mixes. So accordingly we will find only the product related to this category. Then if we go to the beverages, we will find all the products related to these categories. So if we select all, we can see all the categories. So this is the second step. With the help of raw data or sales data, here we can find out the sales data. We have selected this for creating pivot table. Accordingly, we have selected selected the range, and accordingly here we have created pivot table. So this is the third step, where we are going to create pivot chart. Okay, so according to that, click anywhere into the pivot table area on the left, the launch the field list, which will appear to the right. In the field list, click category and sales, then drag sales into the value field so it appears twice. Change the value field settings or second sales field to show value percentage of grand total, then format as percentage. Format your pivot table as desired by renaming header fields, number format and pivot table style. which we have already seen now. Now next step is create copies of the table. Now we have just now we have seen the example that we have created the product wise sales percentage and all information. Here we have created all the data. Now accordingly, here you can see the product type, category wise also we can create the table, company wise, and sales representative types. Now let us see how to create this information, how to create a copy. Now here you can see that in rows we have added product name. So here you can choose product name, add to the rows, then go to the sales as a values and percentage of total. Same step we have followed here product wise. First we have seen the category wise, product wise, and here we can see here the table is created. So first table, there are 4 tables are created. First table is created according to the category. Second table, here you can see that is created according to the product. Third table is created according to the company. Now here you are supposed to select customer name. You are supposed to add it to the rows column. Then go to the next sales value that you are supposed to add to values and map sales as a percentage of total. So third pivot table is created here, and next one is about sales representative wise data. So in this table, in the row column, we are supposed to add employees. Then next, sales values. So accordingly, here you can see we have created 4 tables. Here you can see 4 tables are created. So let us just revise how we have created the copies of pivot table. Select the entire pivot table, copy it with Ctrl C, then paste it 3 times. Change each pivot table to reflect the details you want to display. You can sort by values by clicking the sort button in the category field, then select more sort option. At this point, you might want to give your pivot tables meaningful name so you know what they do. Otherwise, Excel will name them pivot table 1, pivot table 2, and so on. Go to pivot table tools, analyze, rename the pivot table in the pivot table name box. So here you can select the particular pivot table according to you and go to the analyze field and rename. Here are the pivot table names. Here you can rename the pivot tables as you want. So I hope all of you have understood how to create copies of pivot table. For example, I'll show it to you again. Just select the table which we have created, copy it, paste it again. So accordingly, here we have created the table. So here we can change the information. We can go to the analyze. Here you can find out the field list. Now here we can change according to the category wise. Here you can see the product wise information. Now just add category here, product, then next here you can find out the information as per the category. Here we have seen the information about the as per the product wise. Then if you want to create the copy as per the customer name. Just again copy this. Here you can paste. Now in the main table you can make changes. Now here is the table which we have created now. Okay, now just you can format the table by selecting the design. Here various designs are available for your table, so you can select one of the design for your table. This one was the first table which we have created. Okay, so next table which we are going to create as per the customer or employee, or customer and employee. Then go to pivot table tools, analyze. Here go to the field list. Now then just customer name. Just add customer name into the rows. Now here you can see the data as per company A, and the percentage of sales is given. Now here you are supposed to add sales again. So you can see that third table has been created as per the customer. Now again, here you can change the design of your table. Many designs are given for the table. Okay. So accordingly, table number 3 is created. Now just copy this table and paste. So this one is the third table which we have created. Now fourth table we are going to create. Now as per the fourth table, we are supposed to create the information. Go to the analyze. You can see the field list. Here we are going to create table as per employees. So select employees, customer name. So employees we will add here in the rows. Now here you can see the employee wise data has been created. So this is the fourth table we have created. Pivot table number 1, pivot table number 2. Here we can add the information. To analyze, here you can see the pivot table 1 is given. Okay, here is pivot table number 2, 3 and 4. So this is the fourth step. We have created copies of pivot table. Here you can see that in the sample they have created the 4 table, and as per this information we have also created these 4 tables. Now next step, create pivot charts. Now with the help of this table we are going to create pivot charts. Now let us see how to create pivot charts. Here you can see that already in the sample example, pivot charts are created. So just now we have seen in the sample that information is given, and accordingly we can insert pivot chart for each particular table. Now let us see how to create pivot chart. So just go to the particular table. Here you can see in the particular table, select the table, analyze. Here you can see pivot chart. Here cluster column chart is given, which is recommended. Accordingly, various charts, here you can see the templates, and accordingly we can go for various charts. So here we will insert cluster column chart. From here you can change the design format of particular chart. Here you can see the chart styles. Here you can change the chart type. Line chart is there, pie chart you can create, bar chart you can create. So various types of chart is given. Here you can see the combos. In combos you can see the particular line is given. So we'll select the column number, cluster column line on secondary axis. So this chart we have created. So any chart, any example or any type of chart which is attractive or which you find suitable, according to that you can create a chart. So for first table we have created chart. So this is about the customer wise information. Here you can see the company wise information, and automatically this chart has been created. Now for this we can create a chart. So we'll arrange the chart properly below the particular information. Here you can see, so this chart is applicable to the customers, various companies. So we have placed the chart to the respective table. Now next, select another table. You can go to insert. Here pivot chart is given. So select table range. Then existing worksheet. Okay. So you are supposed to select the range where you want. So range is below to the particular pivot table. So press OK. The chart will be created. So according to the field list, so we can select the axis. So here you can see the information as per the particular category. Here in pivot chart has been created. So again you can change the chart type. Here you can go to the analyze, design. There are various types of charts available. So you can select any of the design, change chart type. Suppose again go to combo. and we want this type of chart. So just click OK. So here you can find that chart has been created. So this is the second chart we have created. Here you can see that particular data is also given. So accordingly, as we have seen, we have created charts for second table as per the product. Now let us create as per the category. Again, go to analyze. Here pivot chart. You can go to combo. Just say OK. So third chart is created. You can just place it to respective table. Now here you can again change the format, design of the chart as you want. Various types of designs are available. So we have selected this design. So again, you can, from here you can add titles, chart title, data labels, error bars, grid lines, whatever you want, legends that you can add from here. Okay, so this is the third pivot chart we have created. Now let us create fourth pivot chart. As per the employees. Now here again go to analyze, pivot chart. Now here we can create another chart also. For example, we can go for pie chart. Okay, so if you see that employee wise pie chart has been created and it is showing that the sales done by each representative. So we can insert this chart here. So this is the fourth and fifth step, creating pivot tables and creating pivot charts for building effective dashboards. So here we have created the chart. Now here again you can change the design of the chart. Okay, you can show the percentage wise sum of sales according to the particular employee. You can find out the information about the particular employee. Here you can see the details of all employees. So you can see names of all employees here. So here are various information, various types of charts are available which you find attractive for your dashboard that you can select. So we have selected this one. Here you can change the name of the charts, employees performance. So you can just change the labels of the chart. So different types of charts you can use here. Okay, so the first we have created pivot tables, then we have created pivot charts. Now let us see the next interesting steps. See, Here we have followed all the steps. Now, as per the sample data, we have created charts and tables in the sheet number 4. Now, next interesting step, add slicers and timelines. Now, what is the step? How to add slicers and timelines? Now, first of all, let us know how to add slicers. Temporarily increase row 1 height. Select any pivot table and go to pivot table tools, analyze, filter, and insert slicer. Then check category, product, company, and employee. Slicer will be placed on the worksheet, so you all need to arrange them as you see fit. If you click on each slicer, you can go to slicer tools, options, and change the style, how many columns are displayed. You can also align the slicers to each other. Slicer connection. The slicer will only be connected to the pivot table you use to create them. So you need to select each slicer and then go to slicer tools, options, report connection, and check with which table you want to connect it to each. Slicers and timelines can control pivot tables on any worksheet. Select any pivot table, go to pivot table tools, analyze, filter, insert timeline, and select order date. Select the timeline and place it wherever you want it. Then go to timeline tools, options, report connection, and check each pivot table you want to connect. And final adjustments, you can make the final adjustment like turning of grid lines, heading, see the view tab, adding a report title and moving these around so they you can so they fit on your dashboard. Now let us see practically how to add slicers. Now here you can see the various tables are created. Just select on any table. Here you can see pivot tables, analyze and design. So just go to analyze. Here you can see the information. Here insert size slicer, insert timeline, filter connections, various information is given. So here you can go to the insert slicer. Now for first table, now which slicer you want to add and you want to find out the information. So accordingly, suppose you have added the employee. So first table is as per the category. So we will see all the categories here. So select table, analyze, insert slicer, product name, okay. So here you can see that slicer has been inserted as per the product name. So this is applicable for the second table. So suppose here if you want only almond information, you can get the almond information. Now you can see the information from all tables. Almond is a product that is from the category of dried fruits and nuts. You can see the company J information and the sales representative Maria. Okay, so as per you select any particular product name, you can find the information. So this is the step for inserting slicer. I hope all of you understood the process of inserting slicer. Here you can just close and you can find out, close the filter and you can find out the overall information. Now let us see again how to insert filter, slicer. Just we will increase the height of our first row. Now select the table, analyze, insert slicer, employee. Okay. So you can see, place the slicer in the first row. Okay. So employee wise details, you can see, just select the first employee, Andrew. You can see the information about Andrew. Then, okay, you can select any employee. Just close the filter. You can see the information about all employees. So this is the slicer for first charge. Then second table, just select the table, insert slicer. Let us go to the next table. Here you can just insert slicer. So this is about the as per the category. Select OK. So you can add slicer as per the category. Just close the filter. You can see information about all categories. As per the company, analyze, insert slicer, customer name. Okay. So here, as per the company wise, you can see the details. So for all tables, we have created slicers. Now here, you can see the options, report connections. So you can see that connections are name of the table, pivot table is given, and accordingly you can add connections. So that special connection will be established here. So just now we have seen the step of adding slicers, inserting slicers, and timeline. So for timeline, how to add timeline, same step, select any table, go to analyze, and here you can see the option insert timeline. So as per the order date, you can insert timeline. So press OK. Here timeline is created. So you can find out the monthly information about the June, July, August. So from January, you can find out the information. This is the month-wise information. Then for the month of February, March. So the performance of all employees as month, as per month, we can see by adding timeline. So you can insert timeline for every table. So again, order date is given. As per the date wise, you can insert the timeline to the respective table. Okay. So the steps which we have seen, just revise it again. The first we have selected our sample data, sales data. So this is the data which we have used for creating pivot table and pivot charts. This is the first step. Second step, create a pivot table. So with the help of the sales data, we have just go to the tab insert, then pivot table, then we have selected the range. So range is for all the data. I will explain all steps in brief so you can understand. And then we have selected new worksheet, and then we have pressed OK. So here you can see that sheet number 5 has been added. So this is a new worksheet has been added. So with the help of this information, here we have created pivot table. So this is the first step, that we have created pivot table. Then next we have created copies of various table. Then in the next step, we have inserted pivot charts with the help of respective table. Now let us revise that how we have inserted pivot charts. We have just clicked on the respective table, then go to analyze. Then here you can find out you can see the information about pivot chart, selected combo. Now this is the sample information we are seeing. You can add any type of chart which you find attractive. Line chart is there, pie chart is there, line chart, column chart, various templates are available. So any of the chart which is suitable for your data, you can select. Okay, so with the help of this data, we have created pivot charts. Then next step which we have seen, that adding slicers and timeline. Now let us see again how we have added slicer. So we have selected particular table, then go to analyze. Here you can see the tabs insert slicer, insert timeline, and filter connections. So here connections are given: filter connection, category 1, customer name, employee. So all that connections we can establish from here, and we can just press OK. So with this is the last step for building dashboard. In the next part, we are going to see how to build an effective dashboard. So this is very interesting, and this is the most important part for any business organization, to build a creative dashboard. So let us see, with the help of this information, with the help of all this data which we have created now, how to plan effective dashboard. So before going ahead to build a effective dashboard, let me share the screen. Let us understand the very important concept or very important information about creating effective dashboard, that is a visual storytelling in analytics. So before creating dashboards, we must know what is visual storytelling in analytics. After seeing this information, after understanding this information properly, we are going to next step for building dashboards. Now, what is visual storytelling in analytics? While dashboards, pivot tables, and charts effectively display data, they do not automatically convey meaning. Just now we have seen, we have created various pivot tables, we have created various pivot charts. but they are not going to convey meaning automatically. So visual storytelling bridges this gap by integrating narrative, context, and visualization, guiding decision makers towards actionable insights rather than leaving them to interpret raw numbers on their own. For example, a sales dashboard might not only show declining sales in a region, but also include contextual notes about seasonal trends, marketing campaigns, or competitor activity. This combination of numbers, visuals, and narrative helps executives quickly understand why the trend is happening and what action to take. As highlighted in storytelling with data, effective visual storytelling ensures the decision makers grasp not only the numerical trends but also their business implications, making insights more driving informed decision making across the organization. Now, what are the main principles of visual storytelling in analytics? Let us understand. Now, let us understand the various principles of visual storytelling in analytics. First principle is clarity. Focus on the core message, avoiding unnecessary complexity or excessive data points that can confuse the audience. The goal is to ensure that the main insight is immediately understandable. Second is context. Provide background information, benchmarks, or comparison so that viewers can interpret the data correctly. Without context, number can be misleading or misinterpreted. The next principle is flow. Present insights in a logical sequence, moving from problem identification to analysis to conclusion. A coherent structure helps the audience follow the narrative and understand the reasoning behind decisions. And the last principle is engagement. Use design elements, colors, highlights, and annotations strategically to maintain attentions, emphasize important insights. Interactive visuals or callouts can also enhance understanding. For example, a sales dashboard might not only show declining sales in a region, but also include contextual notes about seasonal trends, marketing campaigns, or competitor activity. So these are the various principles of visual storytelling in analytics. Now, what are the steps in creating visual storytelling in analytics? First step is prepare your data. So as we have just seen the steps in sample database that we have prepared our data. So what we did, we have step by step we have created. First we have created pivot tables, then we have inserted pivot charts. Then next step we inserted slicers and timelines into the data. So this is a preparation of our data. Now select the data for visualization. Now the data, the tables or charts which we have created. So this is the data for our visualization. Choosing the right chart type. Now we have selected pie charts, combo charts, cluster charts. So we are supposed to select the right chart as per our data, and the whatever information we are supposed to convey accordingly create or choose right chart type. Then customize your chart. As we have seen practically, we have customized our chart by using various colors, combinations. With the help of various labels, we can customize our chart and save and share your chart. So these are the steps in creating visual storytelling analytics. So already we have created all these things. Now, what is the connection between visual storytelling and dashboards? Creating technically chart is easy. Creating a technically correct chart is easy. Creating a chart that an audience can understand in seconds and that leads them to clear conclusion is an art. This is a visual storytelling. A dashboard is a collection of such stories organized to give a comprehensive overview of topic. Now let us see the final example of dashboard. So here you can see very attractive dashboard which is already created. This dashboard shows the information about the North America retail supply chain and sales analysis. So here you can see that how that dashboard is created. So here you can see the various icons have interested, then the chart, sales, profit, orders, returns, sales trend, business overview or using banking overview. Okay, then they have shown the sales growth and various categories. Here you can see the timeline they have inserted. Here you can see the slicers they have inserted. So this is a very attractive dashboard, and this is the example, as an example we are seeing here. And in the next step we are going to create a attractive dashboard for our example, which we have seen before these visual storytelling points. So let us go ahead in creating very effective dashboard. Now let us understand how to create attractive dashboard. Now let me share the screen. I'm going to share the same sample Excel data which we have seen, where we have created various pivot tables and pivot charts. So here let us see all the steps, revise all the steps in minute. So with the help of the sales data, we have created pivot table, then we have created copies of tables, then we have created various charts about the category, product, company, and sales representative. We have added slicers and timelines, and the last and final step which we are going to understand now, that is the final dashboards. So we often hear the phrase, data is the new oil. While that may be true, oil in its raw state is useless and sometimes even dangerous. It is not refined. In our professional lives, we are constantly drowning in raw data. We have spreadsheets, databases, automated logs, yet we often find ourselves starving for the actual wisdom hidden within those numbers. So that is where the dashboard comes in. A dashboard is not just a collection of charts and graphs. It is not an art gallery for your data. When done correctly, a dashboard is the bridge between raw information and meaningful, decisive action. Today, I want to talk about how we move from simply displaying data to creating tools that truly change how we work. The three pillars of effective dashboard creation. If you are setting out to build a dashboard, I urge you to ground your process in these three core principles. First, know your audience. The who. The dashboard built for a CEO looks radically different from a dashboard built for a frontline engineer. Executives need high level trends and KPIs to track the strategy. The second point is provide context. So what? A number in isolation like revenue is $50,000 is meaningless. Is that good? Is that bad? Are we ahead of our target? Always provide a context. Add benchmarks, historical comparisons, or variance against goals. A great dashboard answers the question, is this normal? At a single glance. Third point is ruthless simplification. The less is more. The biggest mistake in dashboard design is clutter. We are tempted to put every metric we track onto one screen. Resist the urge. Remove the noise. If a metric doesn't trigger a potential action, it doesn't belong. So these are the three principles. Moving from reporting to action, I want to leave you with this final thought. A dashboard should be a cockpit, not a rear view mirror. A report tells you what happened yesterday. A great dashboard tells you what is happening right now and empowers you to act on it. When we build dashboards that focus on clarity, context, and the user specific needs, we aren't just creating visualization, we are creating clarity. We are enabling agility, and we are empowering our teams to make better decisions faster. So the next time you sit down to build a dashboard, ask yourself, am I just showing them the data, or am I helping them to see the path forward? So let us create a final dashboard. So you can see here the template where final dashboard is already created, and we are going to create it again for your reference. So here you can see the final dashboard, which is a collection of all the chart which we have created, collection of all pivot tables, pivot charts. Here you can see on the first row you can see the name of the company, Northwind Traders, name of all the name of the particular dashboard, Northwind Traders monthly performance. So here you can see the total sales, representative sales, then category, consumer name, the slices which we had created, timeline, product name, employee. The next, all the pivot tables are there. So here you can see the category activity by month, top 10 product activity by month, customer activity by month, sales representative activity by month. Then you can see all the charts are arranged here. So this is the final dashboard which is created. Now let us create dashboard by using the data. So just let me insert a sheet. So we'll just rename it. So this is the dashboard. Now let us see how to create a dashboard. So this is a blank Excel sheet. Now by using the blank Excel sheet, we are going to create a dashboard. So first of all, just go to page layout. You can find out the color combination. So you can create, you can choose attractive colors for your worksheet. So here you can see Office 2007, various types of colors are given. So as per your objective, as per your aim, you can select the color combination. So here we are going to select the color combination, that is office. So accordingly, now we are going to create a dashboard. So first of all, let us select the first part, then the color combination which we have selected. Now here just home, go to fill color. As per the color combination, colors will come. So select any color which you may find attractive for your dashboard. So we will just select this color. Okay. So from here you can insert various shapes. So just press control button and you can create more shapes with the help of this. So these are the shapes. You can arrange, you can choose any of the shape. You can just change color fill. Okay, so you can insert text box for typing. So for our data, top sales representatives. Again, you can change the color. You can increase the font size. As per requirements, you can just add shapes. You can give the effects. So this is our dashboard name. So you can highlight it properly. Product activity. customer activity. Increase font size. So here so this is about the first part of our dashboard. Now in the second part we are going to paste all tables over here. So just you can add a color, any color you want. Which is attractive or which feels suitable for you. So here now we have created tables. So go to the respective sheet where we have created charts and tables. So select the particular table, copy and paste. So just we are adding tables over here. So first table we have added over here. So you can increase the size, you can decrease the size. Then you can change the design of the table. Okay. Then next second table we are going to paste. Third table we will paste. And the last table which we had created, that is about sales representative. So all these are the four tables. So just we can select the table and we can change the design. just in design you can add borders. So these are the tables which we have placed over here. So just we will add some space so it will look better. So these are the four tables. Okay. Accordingly, then in the third part, just we'll fill color again, where we can add our different types of chart. So step by step, let us go to the pivot charts, select the particular chart, copy it, paste on your dashboard. So dashboard is a collection of all data which we have created earlier. This is the first data which is related to the product. So just see the data reference or the table. According to the table, we are supposed to create chart. So here you can see this is the category wise table. Product table is here. So accordingly, we will just remove the chart here. Then go to the next chart. Copy it. Just paste on your dashboard. You can adjust the size of your chart. You can see the company. So see the company information. Just paste this as per the company. Then the last chart is about sales representative. So all chart which we had created, we have just added into the third part of our dashboard. Now additionally, we had created one of the pie chart. So that is also we can include over here. So this is the pie chart. We will add. So it was related to the consumer, so we will paste, it was related to the employees, so we can paste here below the employees. It will show the employee wise performance, employees related performance. Again, you can change from your design of your pie chart. So we can use this. So here you can see we are building a dashboard. So here you can see that how we have built the dashboard. The first we added specific information in the first table, then we have added all pivot tables which we had created, then we have added all the chart which we had created. Again, here you can just change the design format of the color, any attractive color which you want, any attractive type of chart you want, so you can change here. You can change colors. Okay, so accordingly you can edit it on dashboard also. Now the last part is remaining, that is slicers which we are supposed to put here. So in the last part we will add slicers. So again we'll fill color. Here we had added slicers, so just copy all the slicers. So this is about the as per the category. Then as per the product, paste it to the respective below the respective chart. Then next is from employee. And the last slicer is about the timeline which we had created. So just will copy and paste over there. This is the timeline. So we have created a very attractive dashboard. Now, as per this graphical representation, we can find out the information which we have put top sales representative. Now, just go to the employee section, and here you can see in employee who is the top sales representative. So, with the help of the percentage, you can see that is the NA, the employee name NA is there, and he is the top sales representative. So we can put his name on the dashboard where we have created. Here we will add Annie Helang, Larson, the top sales representative. Now for the total sales, this is not required. Here top product activity, here you can see with the percentage wise, and as per the information given, the topmost product is about the coffee, that is a 34.84%. So you can add here coffee 34.84%. Then next one is top customer activity. So here you can see as per the companies, the data is company BB is having the topmost activity 29.64%. Here also you can see with the help of graphical presentation, company BB, it is a top customer. So you can add your name, company BB. So this is the graphical presentation of Northwind Traders monthly performance. So top sales representative is Anne Helen Larson. Top product activity is coffee, 34.84%. Top customer activity is company BB. Okay, so with the help of this information, we have created a dashboard which shows all information in one Excel sheet, and which now this is the visual storytelling which shows all information to the company executives, CEOs, all customers. So with the help of these dashboards, that we can get all information at a glance. So I hope all of you have understood how to create a dashboard. So let us revise the steps in creating dashboards. So first we have created pivot table, then we had created copies of various table, we have created pivot charts, then we have added slicers and timelines, and finally we have created the dashboard. This was inbuilt dashboard from the sample, and this is the dashboards just now we have created. So as per your creativity, as per your information, you can create various types of dashboards. Now let us go ahead to the next part, which we are going to see, that use of artificial intelligence in create visual storytelling and in creation of dashboards. For understanding use of artificial intelligence in dashboard, creation of dashboard, let me share PowerPoint presentation again. So just now we have created dashboard. Now let us see use of artificial intelligence in visual storytelling. So artificial intelligence significantly enhances dashboards and data storytelling by automating analysis, uncovering hidden patterns and generating human readable narratives. By integrating AI, organizations can move from static reports to dynamic, intelligent insights, enabling faster and more informed decision making. How AI adds value to data storytelling. The first point is automatic summarization. AI can condense large data sets into concise insights, highlighting key trends without requiring manual analysis. Anomaly and correlation detection. Advanced algorithms can identify unusual patterns, deviations, or relationships in real time, alerting managers or issues or opportunities. Visualization recommendations. AI can suggest the most effective chart types or visual format based on the data, ensuring clarity and impact. Personalized dashboards. Insights can be tailored to different stakeholders, presenting relevant information for executives, analysts, or operational teams. So, which are the applications of AI driven storytelling? There are 4 applications where artificial intelligence can be used. So, these are various industrial applications: retail, healthcare, energy, and technology. In retail, visualize customer behavior, track sales trends, and forecast demand to optimize inventory and marketing strategies. In healthcare industry, we can use AI to monitor patient outcomes, identify risk factors, and allocate resources efficiently, improving care and operations. Energy sector, track resources utilization and efficiency metrics, enabling better decision making and cost reduction. And the technology sector, analyze user engagement, A/B test, and feature adoption to guide product development. So there is a case study example from IIMB research shows that AI assisted dashboards can evaluate strategic decision in real time, allowing managers to adjust pricing, marketing, or operational strategies quickly. In short, artificial intelligence driven storytelling turns raw data into meaningful narratives, helping organizations respond faster and make smarter decisions in complex environments. Let us go to the next slide. So, best practices in AI data storytelling. Use AI as a support tool. Assist human decision making, not replace it. Validate insights. Ensure AI outputs are accurate, relevant, and free from bias. Tailor to audience. Customize narratives and visual for executives, analysts, and other stakeholders. Combine data and story. Use number, charts, and text together to enhance clarity and maintain ethics. Protect sensitive data and follow privacy guidelines. Following these practices ensures AI storytelling is clear, trustworthy, and actionable, helping organizations make informed decisions quickly. Now, future trends in AI storytelling. So, natural language dashboards, augmented analytics, hyper personalized dashboards. These are some of the future trends in AI storytelling. In natural language dashboards, user can query data in a plain language. For example, show last quarter sales in Europe. So this is about the natural language dashboards. Second, augmented analytics. It integrates AI insights with human intuition for better decision making. Next trend is hyper-personalized dashboards, tailored reports for individual users or roles. And the last trend is about immersive visualizations, AR or VR dashboards that allow users to interact with data in 3D spaces. So this innovation will reshape how businesses interpret, communicate, and act upon data. So dashboards provide a real-time consolidated view of business performance metrics. They support monitoring, analysis, and communication across teams. So artificial intelligence adds value to the dashboards. Now we are at the end of this session. So to wrap up, building effective dashboards in Excel is about turning complex raw data into a visual story. By utilizing pivot tables, pivot charts, and slicers for interactivity, we can turn static reports into dynamic decision-making tools. Remember to keep the design clean, focus on the key performance indicator that matter, and to structure your data correctly so your dashboard updates in one click. By adopting the techniques we covered, such as using structured tables, consistent data formatting, and clear visual summaries, you can convert massive, confusing data sets into a single page overview that highlights trends and issues immediately. Ultimately, good dashboards bridges the gap between raw data and actionable insights. Thank you.